You know that junk drawer in your kitchen? The one with the batteries that might be dead, random keys you can't identify, and takeout menus from 3 years ago? Many high net worth families manage their finances the same way. Accounts at Fidelity, Schwab, Vanguard, or Merrill Lynch, a 401k from a job or two ago, an inherited IRA that you never got around to moving, real estate holdings tracked on a spreadsheet, stock options that might vest someday, no coordination, no central inventory, no strategy connecting at all. The sad reality is that this junk drawer approach can quietly cost families hundreds of thousands of dollars over time without them realizing what's even happening. Now, for context, if you're new to the channel, my name is Dave Wagner. I'm a CFA, CPA, and CFP, and I've worked in wealth management for more than 2 decades. In this video, I'm going to walk you through why, in my experience, this one problem that we call financial fragmentation can be so costly, and what a different approach might look like instead. Financial fragmentation usually develops quietly, and for many people it even feels normal. As wealth grows, it naturally spreads across multiple institutions. Career transitions leave behind old 401k plans, stock options, and benefits that were never fully integrated into the rest of the picture. Different advisors often get added for different reasons. A real estate purchase leads to one relationship. A business interest introduces another, and investment accounts accumulate over time. There's rarely a single moment when someone realizes everything has become scattered. Fragmentation just drifts into place. What often goes unnoticed are the hidden costs of what I call the junk drawer approach. Tax coordination becomes far more difficult when accounts sit in different places and professionals lack visibility into the full landscape. When a CPA can't see the investment decisions being made, tax planning loses precision. Charitable contributions may miss opportunities to donate appreciated stock. Required minimum distributions may be handled without considering the broader tax picture. Investments begin to overlap with the same large cap holdings in several different accounts without intention. Asset allocation becomes something you try to guess at rather than track, and true rebalancing is almost impossible without a consolidated view. Estate planning also suffers. Beneficiary designations may drift out of sync with trust documents. Account titling may contradict recommendations from an estate attorney. In some cases, certain assets are overlooked entirely during estate discussions simply because no one sees them. All this leads to a persistent coordination gap among your professionals. Your CPA, your attorney, your investment advisor, they may all be competent and dedicated, yet still operate in isolation. Opportunities are missed when tax considerations are not integrated with investment decisions. Estate planning advice may be technically correct, but incomplete because it does not reflect your full financial picture. And often, no single professional has true visibility on your entire balance sheet. It's not a matter of blame, it is simply the structural reality of how most financial services are delivered today. Now, before I continue to what integrated wealth management might look like, I want to mention something. At Tidecrest, we work with affluent families who have accumulated substantial wealth and are looking for a more coordinated approach to managing their financial life. We serve a small select group of families per advisor, which allows us to provide the kind of high-touch, comprehensive service that may help address the fragmentation issues I'm discussing here. We coordinate directly with your CPA and attorney, build consolidated financial plans, and work to bring everything together into one coordinated system. If that sounds like something you'd like to explore, there's a link in the description to learn more about how we work with families like yours. Now, let's talk about what an integrated approach might look like. Integrated wealth management is really about creating a simple, connected system instead of letting your financial life live in pieces. Think of it as a stack of essentials that, when combined, give you clarity rather than overwhelm. At the foundation is a central inventory of all your financial assets, along with a complete balance sheet that tracks everything in one place. You get regular updates to reflect changes across every account, and you can finally see your total net worth and how it is allocated without hunting for information. Layered on top of that is coordinated tax planning. Investment decisions are made with tax implications in mind, not after the fact. Opportunities for tax loss harvesting are identified when they matter. Charitable giving strategies can be structured in ways that may reduce your tax burden. Tax-free income can become a focus when appropriate. Conversion planning happens in coordination with your CPA, so decisions are intentional, not reactive. Then comes aligned estate planning. Beneficiary designations are reviewed regularly to make sure they match your goals and don't conflict with your trust documents. Account titling supports your estate plan rather than working against it. Everything from your investments to your legal documents operates from the same playbook. The goal isn't to complicate your world, but to streamline it so every part of your financial life is connected and working together. The benefit of true coordination is that every decision is made with your complete financial picture in mind. When changes become necessary, they're evaluated in context rather than in isolation. Tax planning takes all your income sources into account at the same time, which can lead to a more accurate and more strategic outcome. Estate planning reflects your actual asset structure rather than an outdated, incomplete version of it. And perhaps, most importantly, you gain greater clarity about where you stand and where you're headed. That clarity can create a stronger sense of confidence in your financial trajectory and reduce the number of unpleasant surprises because someone's paying attention to the entire landscape. It also frees up more of your time because you're no longer the one trying to coordinate everything on your own. With all that said, if you're still not sure whether this level of planning makes sense for you, there are a few key questions worth asking yourself. Does anyone in your life truly have visibility into your complete financial picture? When was the last time your CPA and your investment advisor actually spoke with each other? Do your estate planning documents reflect the way your assets are are structured today? If you needed to produce a complete balance sheet right now, could you do it? And are you confident that your beneficiary designations still match your wishes? These questions can reveal whether your current setup is serving you well or leaving important gaps unaddressed. Look, I gave you a lot here, but here's what I want you to take away. If you have wealth spread across multiple accounts and advisors, that's normal. Wealth creates complexity, but that complexity doesn't have to mean chaos. An approach where someone coordinates all the pieces and works directly with your other professionals can help address many of the gaps that financial fragmentation creates. Now, I can't promise specific outcomes or guarantee results for anyone, but what I can tell you is that in my experience working with high net worth families, having that coordination in place often helps them feel much more confident about their financial decisions and may help them avoid some of the costly mistakes that fragmentation can create. If you're watching this and thinking, this describes my situation exactly, then you might benefit from exploring our way of doing things. If you'd like to learn more about how we work with families or explore whether this approach might be right for you, click the link in the description to schedule a conversation. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on a call or in the next video.